Your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Meg McLeod. Among our top stories, a family has announced legal proceedings after the deaths of their sons in a house fire. 9-year-old Lamar Mitchell and 12-year-old Zaire Mitchell died in May in their home on West Pulaski Street in Flint. The cause of death was determined to be smoke inhalation. However, an attorney for the family says the boys' bodies were found after the initial all clear. They plan to file a complaint, which usually comes before a lawsuit, accusing 2 firefighters of falsifying their report about that day.
So if a fire officer has a job and he manipulates evidence and they conspire to it, that would be what is called misconduct in office, and that would be a felony. You tamper with evidence, that would be a felony. You try to hide that and you do this overt act to hide it. You conspire, the 2 of you or whomever. I want to know who, what, when, and where.
After the internal investigation was launched, 1 firefighter resigned, another was disciplined. The Flint City Council is taking up the matter in a special meeting tonight. The superintendent of Atherton Community Schools sent out a statement to parents alerting them of yet another threat of school violence via airdrop. It happened yesterday morning just after 11. The school went into lockdown and Burton police were immediately contacted. At 11:45, while police were investigating, a second threat was received by several students. The threat contained names of some students as well as staff. A similar incident happened in October, and October 25th. That is. That one remains under investigation. And now here's Chris with a look at our forecast.
Meg, we've got a first alert weather day in place for tomorrow for strong wind gusts that are expected through the day on Saturday. The strongest gusts are expected during the afternoon and the evening, some of which could exceed 50 miles per hour. I do think the most common wind range tomorrow is between 40 and 45. Either way, plan for at least some sporadic power outages and perhaps some tree damage as well, as we're getting to the time of year where it doesn't take much to bring down some limbs and branches and those types of things as we head into the fall season. We do have a wind advisory in place from Saturday morning through Saturday evening. Once we get into Saturday night, winds will gradually start dying off, and then on Sunday we expect to be breezy, just not quite as strong as our Saturday. Hourly wind gusts do show that the afternoon and the evening hours will be when we see the strongest gusts, but during the morning expect gusts between 30 and 40, so the morning no picnic either. The first alert radar tonight shows the heaviest showers primarily to our north and west. It does appear that those will be passing through our northern communities first and then lifting to the north as we head through tonight. Most of your overnight hours should be just fine. As we take a look at the hour-by-hour forecast, it does appear that rain should hold off for the early morning hours of Saturday as well, before returning at times late in the morning through the afternoon and the evening. I would expect the rain to be a little bit more intense as it comes through during Saturday evening, before eventually pushing off to the east as we head into Saturday night. As far as your low temperatures for tonight, it does appear that lows will fall into the 50s and low 60s, so much warmer than we have been. Our highs for Saturday appear to be mostly in the 60s as well, so at least we get another warm day out of the start of the weekend, even with all of the wind and the showers. Your 7-day forecast is cooler going into next week, where we do expect some 50s Monday through Wednesday, but eventually we're back to the 60s and we've got plenty of sun along the way.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.